book lovers, I'm Khodakivska. I still want to say this is Cat Joseph, the great reader. Welcome on our channel, but my fluffy assistant isn't with me. It's really tough, but that's how my life is going on right now. So, I'm Khodakivska. Welcome on my channel. So, if you follow me on Twitter, you have probably noticed that on one of my recent tweets, I've mentioned that from now on, my Booktube or Authortube will include more books by indie authors. It's a sort of my contribution to the writing community because so many fellow writers were so supportive and still are so supportive, and I do want to support more and more indie authors because I do know how difficult it is, how hard it is to become at least visible for readers. So today I'm going to tell you about the incredible writer Lee Ho. Probably a month or two ago I read his paranormal novella Goes Beside Me, and it was written so beautifully that I do want to read all his books, and I have already added all of them into my wish list on Amazon. And when his newest book, Consistent Creative Content, was released, I didn't hesitate a second, and I bought it, I read it, and I loved it. So, before I start talking about Consistent Creative Content by Lee Ho, I should mention that a couple of years ago, I read the book by Stephen King dedicated to writing. My laptop is over there because I don't remember exactly the name of the book by Stephen King. So, the name of the book was On Writing, a Memoir of the Craft by Stephen King. I was obsessed with this book, I loved it, but when I read the Consistent Creative Content by Lee Ho, well, I loved it twice as much. Well, this book is not just an ordinary guide to authoring. This book is a sort of multi-layered manual to all those who can't imagine their lives without writing. The writer doesn't teach you how to write, but the writer gives you awesome tips concerning writing and blogging and how to keep your or maybe your book afloat in this hectic and competitive bookish world. Well, one of the parts I loved the most in this book was that the writer shared his personal writing experience in this book, and he just like leaves stones like in Hansel and Gretel by the Brothers Grimm, or in order to help to all those who just like lost their ways or walking along the writing path. Well, besides authoring and blogging aspects, this book includes a lot of brilliant, clever marketing recommendations. Truth to be told, I'm not good at marketing because I do love writing, I do love editing, but I don't like marketing. But this book made me like just look at this issue from different perspective. Well, summing it up a bit, this book, amazing. It doesn't matter if you're an aspiring writer or you have already stepped on this twisty road of writing, you will love this book, you should read this book. Well, this book was informative, yep. This book was helpful, yep. In my case, definitely it was helpful, and this book was inspiring. Thanks to this book, I kept writing my own book. I got back to writing, and I have written a few more chapters, and I'm so close to finish, and I'm really happy about it. And Lee Ho, thank you so much for this inspiration. Well, speaking about the writing style of this book, despite the fact that this is a guide to authoring and blogging in the social media age, the author managed to create it as an enjoyable, juicy, wise and exciting book to read. I really adored that every single chapter includes cute and really captivating quotes by famous journalists, bloggers, and indie authors. Well, I'm sure you can read this book in one sitting, but truth to be told, I don't recommend to do it because, well, I intentionally didn't read it in one sitting because I did want to process all these brilliant authoring, blogging, marketing, or even mental health recommendations, and to write the quotes out. I did want to apply all these recommendations in my writing life. Lee Ho does know how hard it is to become at least visible to readers, and in my humble opinion, Lee succeeded in creating a vivid map to all aspiring writers, to all those who have already walking along this road, and to all those who have just tapped on this twisty, unpredictable, full of highest high, lowest lows moments writing path. Well, my favorite quote, I have my reading journal, and I wrote out some, you see, oh, something is falling. Well, I will read you two. My favorite quotes are that really touched my bookish soul and my writing soul. The first one is the following: the hard thing about being an indie author is letting the world know your book exists. The best thing in convincing the world one person at a time that this is your dream. And the next one is, my God, it's so deep, it's so true, and well, just books are a lifetime investment and will represent you long after you're gone. Remember that. Well, I will definitely read all other books by Lee Ho in future. I will recommend his books to my friends in real life and my bookish friends. Well, Lee, thank you so much for creating this great guide. I'm sure that this book will help many writers in future to cope with challenges and obstacles on their writing path. And you know, you haven't written this book, you just gave the hope to all aspiring writers. If you did it, they also will be able to do it. Well, Lee Ho, I sincerely wish you an ocean of inspiration. I do hope that you will write many other fantastic, magnificent and glorious books that readers will enjoy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I forgot to say that my humble rating to this book, you have probably already guessed that my humble rating to this fantastic guide, my humble rating to consistent creative content by Lee Ho is 5 out of 5 stars. Well, if you're an aspiring writer or you have already stepped on this path, you should read this book. I'm sure you will love it. Well, book lovers and fellow writers, I do hope you will find this video informative, and I do hope that you will love reading this gorgeous guide as much as I did. Well, anyway, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. See you soon. Bye.